foundation of education. Erikson's Stages of Psychosocial Development by Christine Fair. Erik Erikson was a German-born American, born June 15, 1902, and died May 12, 1994. He was a developmental psychologist known for his theory on psychosocial development of human beings. His best-known work is his theory that each stage of life is associated with a specific psychological struggle that contributes to a major aspect of an individual's personality. He proposed 8 distinct stages of development, each stage having 2 possible outcomes, and maintained that children develop in stages and felt their socialization contributed to their sense of self. According to this theory, successful completion of each stage results in a healthy personality and successful interactions with others. Another lasting contribution was his emphasis on placing childhood squarely in the context of society. Children were not just products of nature, but developed within confines of society's expectations, prohibitions, and prejudices. Children are complex and resilient. He's also famous for and coined the phrase identity crisis. Identity crisis is the concept that occurs when a person lacks a strong sense of exactly who they are. According to Erikson, identity crisis is a time of intense analysis and exploration of different ways of looking at oneself, and personality, which begins in childhood, becomes particularly important during adolescence. Stage 1, infancy, is birth to 18 months of age. The basic conflict is trust versus mistrust. Because an infant is utterly dependent, the development of trust is based on the dependability and the quality of the child's caregivers. If a child develops trust, he or she will feel safe and secure in the world. Caregivers who are inconsistent, emotionally unavailable, or rejecting contribute to feelings of mistrust in the child they care for. Failure to develop trust will result in fear and belief that the world is inconsistent and unpredictable. Stage 2, early childhood, age 2 to 3 years. The basic conflict is autonomy versus shame and doubt. This is the second stage of Erikson's theory that toilet training was a vital part of this process. He also felt that the individual should gain more control over food choices, toy preferences, and clothing. When they did this, they were able to develop a sense of personal control over physical skills and a sense of independence. Success leads to feelings of autonomy, and failure results in feelings of shame and doubt. Stage 3, preschool. The ages are age 3 to 5 years of age. The basic conflict is initiative versus guilt. Important events are exploration. The outcome, children need to begin asserting control and power over their environment. Success at this stage leads to a sense of purpose. Children who try to exert too much power experience disapproval, resulting in a sense of guilt. Stage 4, school age, 6 to 11 years. The basic conflict is industry versus inferiority. Important events happen at school. The outcome, children need to cope with new social and academic demands. Success leads to a sense of competence, while failure results in feelings of inferiority. Stage 5, adolescence, ages 12 to 18 years. The basic conflict is identity versus role confusion. Important events are the social relationships. Outcome, teens need to develop a sense of self and personal identity. Success leads to an ability to stay true to yourself, while failure leads to role confusion and a weak sense of self. Stage 6, young adulthood, age 19 to 40 years. The basic conflict is intimacy versus isolation. Important events are relationships. Outcome, young adults need to form intimate, loving relationships with other people. Success leads to strong relationships, while failure results in loneliness and isolation. Stage 7, middle adulthood, 40 to 65 years of age. The basic conflicts, generativity versus stagnation. Important events, work and parenthood. Outcome is that adults need to create or nurture things that will outlast them, often by having children or creating a positive change that benefits other people. Success leads to feelings of usefulness and accomplishment, while failure results in shallow involvement in the world. Age 8, maturity. Age 65 to death. The basic conflict is ego, integrity versus despair. Important events, reflection on life. Outcome, older adults need to look back on life and feel a sense of fulfillment. Success at this stage leads to feelings of wisdom, while failure results in regret, bitterness, and despair. Conclusion. Strengths of Erikson's theories. His theories emphasize and provide a strong, broad framework from which to view development throughout the entire lifespan of the individual. Allows us to emphasize the social nature of human beings and the importance of influence that these social relationships have on our development. Studies suggest that people who form strong personal identities during adolescence are better capable of forming intimate relationships during early adulthood. Limitations of Erikson's theory. His limitations, the major weakness of the psychosocial theories were that there are no exact mechanisms or details for resolving conflicts that occur and moving to the next stage. It fails to address types of experiences that are necessary to move forward for an individual.